Zach Domec, the valedictorian of the class of 2015, will now bring the valedictorian address.
Hello, everyone. 1/2 years ago, our mothers and fathers took us, most likely entirely unaware of the futures we were about to forge, to an alien world known as school. A world of education, friendship, and very strange rules. And here we now stand, or right now sit, waiting for a piece of paper signaling to the world that we're now adults and ready to face all the trials of adult life. Whoever thought that was a good indication of readiness really needed a few extra years in school themselves. I won't waste your time with a speech declaring that we made it, because, well, you already know that, and to be honest, I don't really want to get out all those inflatable noise maker things or whatever. Nor will I try to tell you a deep story from my life that would take 5 hours and give you some important life lesson or some dramatically important takeaway you can tell your kids and their kids when you get old enough and resort to back in my day speeches to hold someone's interest. What I'm here today to say is congratulations. Congratulations on reaching a turning point in your life that, for all intents and purposes, is a second birth. What you do here, from here on out, is of your own choosing. Up until this point, you've been held back by your past actions, by your inability to go out on your own, by your inability to really take care of yourself. Not anymore. You no longer have any excuse to not follow your dreams. You are now the beater of your own path. Whichever way you wish to go now, you may. As one world leader put it, America is the land of the second chance. And when the gates of the prison open, the path ahead should lead to a better life. Not that this is a prison or anything. But before you're handed that piece of paper that for you is like a machete to make your own trial in life, allow me to present you with some small bits of advice. Number one, in the words of one historical figure, education is a weapon whose effects depend on who holds it in his hands and at whom it is aimed. Do not allow yourself to be the victim of education, but rather the promoter of it. It is the uneducated who are the most unfortunate, as well as the least happy, while the educated man will be content in his knowledge that he is never making an ill decision. The best thing you can do for yourself is to actively strive to never stop learning. As one famed man put it, if you stop at general math, you're only going to make general math money. Likewise, if you stop at a limited understanding of any subject, you leave yourself with limited defenses against one that has more information than you and tries to use that information to make you a victim. 2, in the words of another great man, I don't care what people think because people don't think. Rather than living your life obsessed with how your actions will impact how others perceive you, be concerned with whether your actions will have a positive impact on yourself and those around you. Being too afraid to carve your own way against the way of others will always result in you getting swept away by the tide of time. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Never miss out on an opportunity, especially if your only reason for skipping the opportunity is your fear of being embarrassed. Number 3, remember that you always have a debt to hundreds upon hundreds of people, your future selves. They're all counting on you, so don't let them down. Strive every day to forge the best possible tomorrow for your tomorrow self. Number 4, we must all learn to adjust with our surroundings. He who is resistant to change is also resisting his own success. Finally, no matter what you do, from this day forth, be the best possible at what you do. If it's underwater basket welding, be the best underwater basket welder in the world. Whatever it is you do, you have to master your craft. The ability to master an ability is itself an ability, and mastery of one skill will enhance your ability to become better at others. I'd also like to remind you to thank your parents, as they've been your pillars of strength through all of this, as well as your teachers, as he alone who owns the youth gains the future. And without our quality teachers, this future would look incredibly depressing. At this point, I wish to personally thank my parents, every teacher I've ever encountered between kindergarten and now, and each and every other person who has helped me become who I am today. A list which would probably quadruple the length of this speech at a minimum. I'm nearly done, I promise. I'd like to wish every one of you the best possible future. Remember that your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. To close, I'd like to share words from Stefan Burnett, a musician from Sacramento, California, who once sang that for all who deny the struggle, the triumphant overcome. Put another way, anyone who denies a challenge will always be beaten by those who train themselves to prevail. Nothing comes easy in life, so always be prepared for whatever may come your way, and never back down from any trial or challenge that stands between you and success. And it is nothing but success that I wish for everyone here today in all of your future endeavors. Thank you, and congratulations once again to the class of 2015 for finally finding the end of this first chapter of the insane book we call life. Go forth and make every day a great day to be a pirate.